I just checked my bank account and I'm good. I'm flexing, yeah, cause my singles going off in my hood. I'm flexing, yeah, everywhere I go, you know it's all love. I'm flexing.
Yo, what's good, Crazy Nation? It's your boy Espy of the Crazy. You know what it is? I'm back again with another reaction. This is to Hearts2Hearts, Rude, recording behind. Let's get it, let's go! 유하!
평범한 건 지루해 모든 맘대로. 진짜요? 대박. 치킨 먹고 와가지고. 네, 이현이랑 치킨 먹고 왔어. 평범한 건 누가 뭐래도 평범한 건 지루해 모든 맘대로. 누가 뭐래도 평범한 건 지루해 모든 맘대로. 자연스럽게 꿈이 없을수록 더 자연스럽게 또
Okay, 유하!
자연스럽게
Beautiful.
꿈이 없을수록 더 자연스럽게 또 꿈이 없을수록 더 자연스럽게 꿈이 없을수록 더 자연스럽게
Wow.
꿈이 없을수록 더 자연스럽게 여기저기 다 부러운 눈빛 여기저기 다 부러운 눈빛 여기 부러운 눈빛 여기저기 다 부러운 눈빛 여기저기 다 부러운 눈빛 Oh rude 이랬다 저랬다 no rule 그냥 뻔뻔한 attitude 이랬다 저랬다 no rule 나라고 네 rule attitude 이랬다 저랬다 no rule 그냥 뻔뻔한 attitude rude 이랬다 저랬다 no rule 그냥 뻔뻔한 attitude
Damn.
이게 나 네.
That chorus hits
아무렇게나
separately.
주는 I don't care 이게 나라고 아무렇게나 주는 춤 You can make me act right rude Make me act right You can make me act right rude.
You know what's interesting? And I'm about to ask you something. We watched the recording behinds of Making in the Band. Doesn't this sound very similar to what the Making in the Band recording behind sound like? Right? The way that she was trying to figure out the right, and rude. Like she kept on. It's fascinating how they're helping them to learn the words.
You can make me act right rude. 좋아요. 네.
She killed
감사합니다. 루트 녹음을 끝내고 왔습니다. 제가 지금까지 했던 녹음들 중에서 탑3 안에 들 정도로 어려웠던 녹음이었던 것 같습니다. 발음도 굉장히 어려웠고 디테일한 부분이 굉장히 많아서 그런 것도 어려웠고 그래도 결과물이
See, she gets it. Why was it, Majid, that you and I say we love this song? It's the small details that this song has. Yuha's part's very difficult. It's very difficult because she goes from better. She does like the falsettos and all that, and then she goes low, and then she goes back high, and then she goes to the middle again. You know what I mean? Her part's very difficult to sing. And that's why, if you watch the university performance, I was complimenting her so much. Because I was like, damn, like, she did very well in that performance. She did amazing in that performance. And what I noticed with the vocal lines specifically, they get parts that out of nowhere jump. They out of nowhere jump into, like, falsetto or high. Yet on Eunice and Stella and Carmen, they get parts where it's going normal and then out of no, it'll go like a medium middle range vocal, and then out of nowhere it'll go high, and it's like it's such small switch ups that's like shit. Like they're so good at that, and it's really hard to do that live, especially if your voice isn't warm. That's why if you ever see some groups when they perform certain songs live, especially when they start their concerts, they normally don't get that straight away. Because I can see why Rude is a song that they save to the end.
어떨지 굉장히 기대되고 루드 저희가 정말 아끼는 곡이라서
They rather
여러분도
do
많이
Chase,
좋아해주시면 좋겠고
the Chase and songs like
퍼포먼스를
that
생각하면서
instead.
녹음을 했는데 잘 나왔으면 좋겠습니다. 다음 멤버들 화이팅!
Yeah!
오랜만에 보는 비하인드 캠이네요.
Wow.
안녕하세요. 지금 이대로 좋아. 나 닿을 때 누구보다 눈부셔 난. 밴딩을. 지금
Wow.
이대로 좋아. 나 닿을 때 누구보다 눈부셔 난. 밴딩을 넣을까요? 나다. 지금 이대로 좋아. 나 닿을 때. 지금 이대로 좋아. 나 닿을 때 누구보다 눈부셔 난. 망설임은 never. 망설임은 never. 이끌린 대로 해. never. never. 이끌린 대로 해.
Wow, this vocal unit is way stronger than what we even thought. Wow, they're holding back on this group. SM is holding back on this group. Wow, this is insane.
한번 해보겠습니다. 망설임은 never. 이끌린 대로. 망설임은 never. 이끌린
The
대로
way
해.
that she hits that, never. She hits it effortlessly, which is crazy.
망설임은 never. 이끌린 대로 해. 네. 감사합니다. You can make me act right. You can make me act right. You can make me act right. 작가님, 여기 올 파트 발음들을 어떻게 하면 rude, rude, attitude, rude. 이랬다 저랬다 no rude. 그냥 뻔뻔한 attitude, rude. 이랬다 저랬다 no rude. 뻔뻔한 attitude.
I love how she asked that question like a pro. She asked that, okay, what should I do? Confidence to the max. Okay, how do you want me to sing it? How should I get the pronunciation right for the rude? This is crazy. Wow, she's really, really good. This vocal line is strong. Like, I've known this vocal line is strong, but it's crazy to see how much they keep on improving in such short and small times. Dude, this is crazy. Her voice is so strong for her age. Like, strong. Do you know what's interesting as well? She must have started singing. Like, obviously she's been an idol very young, but she must have been started singing very young, because like her voice is very solid for a person her age. Like, very solid.
뻔뻔한 rude. 이랬다 저랬다 no rude. 그냥 뻔뻔한 attitude. I don't care 이게 나라고. Rude. I don't care 이게 나라고. 아무렇게나 추는 춤. 아무렇게나 추는 춤. You can make me act right. Right,
Wow.
right. You can make me act right. No rude. 그냥 뻔뻔한 attitude. What? 따라해 따라해 따라 네 따라해 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 You can make 감사합니다. 수고했습니다. 끝. 루드 녹음을 끝냈습니다. 오 기가 좀
Do you know who she reminds me of? Like what I mean about how solid her voice is. She reminds me of Kia, where her voice is just very fucking strong, core wise. You know, like how when she sings "fo" with that bass, she sings the rude with that bass. She's got a lot of bass to her voice, which is awesome. And that's what I mean, like her core is really good. Whenever you are able to sing with so much bass, you know what I mean? It means that you've worked out on your core. Your middle range and low range is strong because that's where the bass comes from. You know what I mean? It comes from your, as people say, your diaphragm. It comes from deep in to get that out. You know, to get that bass, to get that tone, you have to go deep to get that out. And she's really strong at that.
빨린
It
상태인
reminds me of when Aina sang Focus. You know how she goes the focus, and it's just strong. It's very, it's a strong, and that's what it reminds me of. It's just very solid, which is interesting.
데요. 오늘 녹음하면서 제일 기억에 남았던 파트는 따라해인데요. 킹밖에 조금 야구르게 해달라고 디렉을 주셔가지고 들으시는 입장에서 야구르게 부를 수 있을지에 대해 고민을 많이 하면서 불렀습니다. 그리고 오늘 셀프 헤메인데요. 제가 항상 셀프 메이크업 하면 언니들한테 오늘 제 메이크업 어때요? 묻는단 말이에요. 제가
100%.
연습생인데
That's what I'm saying.
화장도 안 하고 다니고 약간 잘 못하는 편이었어요. 언니들이 오늘 딱 보고 너무 많이 늘었다, 예쁘다 칭찬을 해줘가지고 감동이었습니다.
Because
오늘
the
녹음
thing about her, when she talks, she doesn't have that bass at all. But when she sings, she has that bass, which is crazy.
녹음을 하면서도 작가님께서
She's so
진짜
soft-spoken.
잘한다라고 칭찬을 해주셔가지고 너무너무 부끄러웠고요. 노래할 때 모음을 조금
I
더
love that.
잘 들리게, 그 다음에 제가 노래할 때 입을 좀 작게 벌리거든요. 그래서 입을 좀 더 크게 부르면 더 좋지 않을까라는 생각을 하면서 항상 하츠분들께는 좋은 것만 보여드리고 싶은 마음이 크니까요. 더욱더 노래 연습을 해보겠습니다.
She's
오늘 녹음
adorable.
끝. 안녕하세요.
Oh, Stella, damn already. So whole vocal line.
철이 없자자자 철이 없자자 재밌으면 that's okay not enough want more 철이 이렇게 하면 되는 이게 맞는 건가요? 철이 약간 철이 없자자 재밌으면 that's okay K 재밌으면 that's okay not enough 재밌으면 that's okay not enough 재밌으면 that's okay not enough
I like that one.
재밌으면 that's okay not enough 아 이렇게 나갈 줄 몰랐어요. 재밌으면 that's okay not enough want more I've been acting too rude 이랬다 I've been acting too I've been acting too
Ooh.
I'm not bad I'm not bad You can make 이게 맞나요? I'm not bad You can make Oh yes 그럼 춤 이렇게 하면 되나요? 춤 rude 이랬다 저랬다 no rule gonna bump an attitude You can make me act right rude I don't care if you bump 춤
Ooh, she hits the hell out of that. You can make me act right. Wow.
yes
Ooh, that sounds clean.
그럼 춤 이렇게 하면 되나요?
Ooh.
rude 이랬다 저랬다 no rule gonna bump an attitude You can make me act right rude I don't care if you're not a
Wow. she sings that like. Ooh, that's fascinating. I like that. She reminds me of some singers that I really, really like.
I know rule, gonna bump an attitude.
gave that more attitude.
Act right, rude. I don't care, you're not a goo. 아무렇게나 추는 춤. You can make me act right. 이랬다 저랬다. Rude. 이랬다 저랬다, no rule. Gonna bump an attitude. Gonna bump an attitude. 나라고. I don't care, you're not a goo. 아무렇게나. 네. 락 할 때 멈추지 말까요, 그러면? 네. I don't care, you're not a goo. 아무렇게나 추는 춤. I don't care, you're not a goo. 아무렇게나 추는 춤. You can make me act right. You can make me act right. Rude. 와.
Damn.
할 수 있어요. 근데 이상하잖아요. 왜냐면 제가 브리티시 액센트가 없는데 갑자기 쓰면 어떻게 살릴지 했는데 그냥 완전 Valley Girl 액센트처럼 할까도 고민해봤는데 네, 근데 캐나다에서 Valley Girl 액센트 많이 써가지고 그냥 제가 쓰는 건 아닌데 그냥 뭔가 좀 근데 뭔가 이상할 수도 있어요. 근데 그 음악 없이 한 번만 들려드릴게요. 왜냐면 억양이 다 바꿨어요, 다. 잠시만요. You know what he said? Okay. You know what he said to me? He was like, "You're so rude."
Jesus.
And I was like, "Boy, does it
She
look like
hates
I
it.
could care? I can."
She hits it straight away. I'm not surprised that she hits it straight away.
You know what he said? Okay.
She
You
hit
know what he
that
said to me?
perfectly.
He was like, "You're so rude." And
Especially
I was
the
like, "Boy,
so."
does it look like I could care? I can't even." 근데 이거 마지막을 못 하겠어요. 네. You know what he said to me? He was like, "You're so rude." And I was like, "Boy." 잠시만요. 타임 맞췄어요. 근데 혹시 이거 저 할 때 그 텔레폰
Nice.
에펙트 주시나요?
I love that it came from her. I was wondering who made the idea of the telephone effect. Were you? I was curious because I was like, whoever did that is genius. Right? It's like whoever decided to add that in, and I love that it came from Stella. I love that it came from her because that makes a lot of sense that it came from her.
타임 맞췄어요. 근데 혹시 이거 저 할 때 그 텔레폰 에펙트 주시나요? Yes. You know what he said to me? He was like, "You're so rude."
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, "Boy, does it look like I could care? I couldn't even care less." 다시 할게요. 뭔가 착하게 사운드해요. You know what he said to me? He was like, "You're so rude." And I was like, "Boy, does it look like I could care? I couldn't even care less." He was like, "You're so rude." And I was like, "Boy, does it look like I could care? I couldn't even care less." 감사합니다.
This is awesome.
가림 이슈. 안녕. 진짜 숨김 없는 표정들. 솔직히 언니 나 자랑할 거 있어.
뭐?
언니가 좋아할 것 같아. 내 후드티.
아, 토끼? 강아지 고양이.
이게 내가 원했던 반응이 아닌데.
귀여워.
고마워. 카스텔라 화이팅. 카스텔라 화이팅. 고 카스텔라. Let's get it.
솔직한 그대로
Feel so cool. Feel so cool. 네. Feel so cool. Feel so cool. Feel so cool. Feel so cool. 감사합니다. 방금 루드 싱글 녹음을 끝냈는데요. 뭐 그냥 찢었고 이런 장난이고
smashed that.
열심히 연습도 하고 디테일 최대한 맞추려고 했는데 그만큼 결과물이 잘 나온 것 같아서 너무너무 행복하고 You know what he said to me? 이 파트가 있잖아요. 그거를 하츠분들이 좋아해 주실 것 같아서 너무너무 기대됩니다. 작가님께서 저한테 숙제 2개를 주셨는데요. 끄듬 처리를 항상 호흡으로 이렇게
이렇게 호흡으로 빼는 습관이 있어가지고 끝처리를 멋있게 할 수 있을까가 숙제 1.
I'm loving that the producers or the vocal directors are giving them homework after doing recording behinds. Have you noticed that? She's not the first person that said that. Yeon said that just before, where she wants to keep on improving vocally. I love that all of the members are talking. And this is the thing. This is SM. This is SM in a nutshell. Like, I'm not surprised that the vocal directors in SM want the members to keep on improving. Right? Like, it's not surprising at all. But it's awesome to see them say it. Because you don't really always hear members talk about it.
2번이고 두 번째 숙제는 이제 그 영어가 first language이니까 뭔가 발음을 흐리고 약간 멈블하는 그런 습관도 있는 것 같아서 이제 한국어 할 때 이제 또박또박 잘 얘기해야 되니 그걸 또 연습해 보도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 제가 계속 녹음하면서 중간중간에 그 자랑을 하고 싶었거든요. 제가 그냥 엄마랑 쇼핑하다가 우연히 봤는데 너무 귀여워서 바로 샀어요. This is 그 푸들이랑 뭐 다른 이게 라쿤인가? 모르겠어요. 강아지 같은 거랑 토끼 있는데 너무너무 귀엽지 않아요? 그래서 이것도 녹음할 때 입고 왔죠. 그리고 하츠 제가 얘기를 안 하는 게 있었는데 저희 루드 대해서 조금만 더 얘기를 해보고 싶거든요. 루드 가사 내용이 전체적으로 뭔가 뻔뻔한 attitude, 뻔뻔하게 자신감 있게 나로 살 거야. 약간 이런 confident하고 self-empowering한 메시지가 있잖아요. 근데 그게 저한테 진짜 크게 와닿던 것 같아요.
Hold on.
나로 살 거야. 약간 이런 confident하고 self-empowering한.
Why did they add onto self-empowering? When she says self-empowering? Right?
메시지가 있잖아요. 근데 그게 저한테 진짜 크게 와닿던 것 같아요. 약간 딥talk이지만 제가 사실 한국에 처음 왔을 때 엄청 적응을 하느라 자신감도 많이
That's another
떨어졌었고.
thing. Okay, sorry for cutting her off. The only way this song works is if all the members are confident. No one talks about that. No one talks about why this song works. Right? No one talks about that. There's other groups where I've heard them get given songs about confidence, and I'm like, but you are some of the most fragile idols I've seen in K-pop. I never understood how that makes any sense. Right? Like, there's certain idols that I see get songs where I'm like, huh? Like, no disrespect to them. This is no disrespect to them. But it's like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense making music for a group where it's like, oh, we're confident. You know, we're this. But most of the members, like, aren't that. They don't even, like, by personality-wise and all that, they don't have that. And it's like, this is kind of like the hardest group. Because you have to be confident to perform songs like this. And you have to make it work. If you don't make it work, it sounds bad live. Especially when you perform songs live. And I feel like that's one of the things what Hearts2Hearts do so well. We even talked about this group being confident shortly before the song dropped. Yeah. They want to... Majo, look at the groups that they're covering. FX, Girls' Generation. Like, they're covering solid, strong. They did, was it Rich Men? Or Dirty Work? They did one of them. Like, those are why does it work for Espy? Because they're confident. is one of the more confident groups in K-pop. Like the members suit the music that they're getting. And I feel like this is another group that has that. And it's amazing to see.
당연히 뭔가 문화적인 차이도 많고 다르니까 많이 힘들었거든요. 그래서 이 루드라는 곡을 처음 들었을 때 당연히 뭔가 처음 들을 때 그냥 막 재밌는 팝송이다 막 나는 나야 이런 건데 더 깊은 뜻도 있다 이렇게 얘기하고 저한테 엄청 뜻깊은 제가 정말 좋아하는 곡이다 라고 하츠한테 얘기해드리고 싶었습니다. 그래서 하츠도 좋아해 주셨으면
And you can see,
좋겠네요.
because when
이제
they
끝이에요.
perform it, they love it.
다니는 밥 먹으러 가겠습니다. 안녕.
Rude. You're so rude.
Ooh, here we go.
안녕하세요.
다양한 시선을 hate me 다양한 시선을 hate me 누가 뭐래도 can't change me
Damn, that's
내 맘대로
뭔가 없어요. 뭐가 오는지 모르겠죠. 네.
내 맘대로 모든 맘대로 내 맘대로 내 맘대로 나다울 때 누구보다 눈부셔 난
때로다. 네, 눈난.
나다울 때 누구보다 눈부셔 난
Wow.
눈부셔 난
그렇게요?
눈부셔 난
The way she holds onto that note. Oh my god, I love Carmen.
난
그렇게요?
눈부셔 난 누구보다 눈부셔 난 I'm not bad I'm not bad You can make it I'm not bad You can make I'm not bad You can make
둘 다 있어요.
Don't call me darling I'm too
Did you practice as head voice over? I did both. Ooh.
둘 다 있어요.
Don't call me darling I'm too rude
요리사. 감사합니다.
Don't call me darling Don't call me
예.
Don't call me darling I'm too rude
요리사.
I'm too
She did not like that one at all.
rude
요리사.
I'm too rude I'm too rude
요리. 감사합니다.
That rude part is crazy.
눈빛 Don't call 눈빛
네.
내 부러운 눈빛 Don't I'm too rude I'm too rude I'm too rude
네. 부담.
너무
부담스러워요 지금.
Yeah, she's very similar to Wendy and Solar, huh? Both of them. When Wendy doesn't like something either, she makes that face. You can tell. Same as Ayu, actually. Ayu makes that face too. Remember when Ayu couldn't hit her notes? When she was sick and she was getting the shit? She was getting pissed off because she couldn't hit the notes? It's ironic. Like, all of them are similar. Winter? Winter's like that too. Winter gets pissed. And she gets annoyed. Like, she gets very annoyed when she can't hit the notes. It's interesting. They're all very similar. Vocalists. They're all perfectionists. Doyoung's another one too. Doyoung, I don't think I've ever seen someone as a perfectionist as Doyoung, though. Like, Doyoung makes other people look so bad when it comes to that stuff. Like, sorry, Doyoung looks really bad when it comes to that type of stuff. I've never seen someone get stuck on so many things so often because he's such a perfectionist.
혹시 이거도 해도 된가요? 그것도 편해서.
Nice.
그렇게 해도 돼요.
Wow.
그렇게
Even the way she sings that is so fascinating. That's Perfect lighter. It's softer. Wow.
아무렇게나 주는 춤 You can make me
That says a lot. She was holding her abdomen? I don't want to call it stomach because I feel like that sounds weird. Like saying that because it's not real. You know what I mean? But yeah, she's like holding there to add pressure to bring out the bass, which is really cool. That's cool to see. A lot of singers do that, especially when they're singing a bit higher. I know that's where the power comes from. I like that. It's cool.
You can make me
She's probably doing something that she's not used to too. Because a lot of singers, they don't practice that type of singing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of singers that don't. What I've learned about K-pop, whatever you learn from vocal coaches and all that, when it comes to doing K-pop, throw that all away. Because it's completely opposite to what you learn. It's completely different. It's completely different. And that's why sometimes you see singers that are very good singers, they sing awkwardly with some of the songs that they get because they're not used to singing that way. There's numerous of groups that I've watched where they go, no, I had to completely change the way that I sing to fit this group or to fit this genre. And that's one thing about K-pop that people don't ever talk about. K-pop is like, let's break all the rules even before learning them. Yeah, pretty much.
make me act right. You can make me.
The best example is watching, what the fuck was that music video? That recording behind? The Stacy one? There's a Stacy recording behind. Watch, if you have ever watched it, there's a part where the producer goes, you need to sound more robotic. And Juun looks at the producer like, huh? Like, what do you mean by that? And that's the thing. Do you think a vocal coach teaches people how to sound robotic? Do you think they teach that? Another great one is if you watch Eilit's recording behind and you see how the members are uncomfortable singing Magnetic. All of them were very uncomfortable singing that song because none of them understood how you can sing that way. Remember? Even in that video, you see the artists are like, huh? Like, we don't understand what you're trying to make us do. No matter how much they practice it, no matter how much they practice it, no matter how much they tried to get it right, they couldn't. I'm not saying that's happening with this, but it happens. It happens with a lot of groups. It's very fascinating.
Right. You can make me act right.
Like that.
You can make me act right.
I feel like that's why she's struggling with the pronunciation as well, because you're pronouncing it, you're pronunciating it different to what it actually is.
You can make me act right. You can make me act right. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Nice. She killed this.
루드 녹음 끝났거든요.
Of course. And that too.
스텔라랑도 같이 녹음하고 feel so good.
She's so excited.
Feel
I love
so
that.
good. 진짜 재밌었어요.
Look how excited
아까
they are
아쉬운 부분
leaving the booth.
있지만 다음에 더 연습해서 좋은 모습 보여드리겠습니다. 제출 파트는요. I'm too proud, proud 그거요. 데모 버전은 가성이에요. I'm too proud. 근데 아까 진성으로 하려고 하셨어요. 근데 저는 이미 지성으로 연습 많이 했거든요. 그래서 두 번째 번 테이크하고 바로
Crazy.
합격. 그래서 너무너무 좋았어요. 여러분 루드 많이 사랑해주세요. 저는 루드 너무 좋아해요. Rude, 들었다 너 rude. 뻔뻔한 attitude. 안녕.
스치는 순간 모두가 my friend 여기저기서 인사를 건네 Yeah 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 walk right in 스치는 순간 모두가 my friend 여기저기서 인사를 건네 Yeah yeah 조금 알겠습니다 모두가 my friend 여기저기서 인사를 건네 오 그니까 건네 여기저기서 인사를 건네 Yeah yeah 다 자연스럽게 모두가 my friend 여기저기서 인사를 건네 Yeah yeah 다 자연스럽게 Yeah walk right in 스치는 순간 모두가 my friend 여기저기서 인사를 건네 Yeah yeah 핑크 같나요? 아 그래요? 네 미리 걱정하는 건 버려 잠깐 We're living that good life good life
Clean.
그건 버려 잠깐 네. 아 끝나서 네. 네네. 미리 걱정하는 건 버려 잠깐 We're living that good life, good life. 미리 걱정하는 건 버려 잠깐 We're living that good life, good life. 끝인가요? 아 감사합니다.
That's crazy.
어쨌든 일단 루드 녹음이
Yeah, because she
끝났고요.
doesn't do a lot in this song. I know that vividly. That she doesn't do. She does more of the dancing, which is perfectly fine. I know for sure she doesn't sing the chorus. So I was expecting this to be very quick.
쿨한 분위기를 살리는 게 되게 어려웠단 말이죠.
This is one of the few songs that she doesn't sing the chorus because the chorus is a bit more jolly, I guess. I don't know how else to express that. Like happier.
그래서 되게 고민도 많이 하고
So she
연습
only
많이
has the rap.
했는데 결과물이 잘 나온 것 같아서 너무 다행입니다. 짝짝짝. 저 개인적으로 루드가 너무 좋거든요. 빨리 보여주고 싶다라는 마음이 더 생긴 것 같습니다. 기대하시라. 더 멋있는 모습으로 나올 테니 많이 기대해주세요. 수고했다.
Do I want more for Juun? Of course I do, but I don't want it to be forced. I don't like when people force stuff like this. If she's comfortable enough to do more, then sure. Oh my god, here we go.
I'm not bad. I'm not 네. I'm not 네 알겠습니다. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. 알겠습니다. I'm not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. 내 멋대로 내 멋대로 move.
That's crazy.
내 멋대로 내 멋대로 move. 내 멋대로 move. 아 감사합니다.
She's such a
It's
energizer.
Queen. 어머. Not race. 아, 알겠습니다. 그렇게 보지 마. 이건 no race. 더 입하겠습니다. 네.
Wow.
그렇게 보지 마. 이렇게 보지마 이건 no race no 이렇게 보지마 이건 no race no 이렇게 보지마 이건 no race 이건 no 알겠습니다.
Wow. Wow, I never noticed that. How similar her voice is to Yeti's. Wow. They're very similar. Wow. I can't unhear that now. Especially when she goes, "On a race." That sounds exactly the way Yeti sings. That's so fascinating. Wow. I never noticed that. I recognize the tone, but I don't know why I aligned it with Karina, not Yeti. But there specifically, I was like, oh wow, that sounds a lot like Yeti, which is awesome.
이건 no race no 이렇게 보지마 이건 no race 이건 no 알겠습니다. 이건 no 네 이렇게 보지마 이건 no race no 수고하셨습니다. 감사합니다. 안녕 여러분. 제가 지금 얼굴을 가리고 있는 이유는 생얼이라서 여러분들의 눈을 조금 보호해드리기 위해서 이렇게 가리고 있는 거니까 조금 양해 부탁드리고요. 옆에 할아버지가 저기 앉아있거든요. 루드가 사실 저희가 되게 오래 들었던 노래기도 하고 더 체이스 연습할 때도 거의 같이 들어보고 연습했던 노래였는데 뭔가 이렇게 녹음을 하게 되니까 되게 색다른 기분이 들었고 체이스 루드가 사실 옆에 할아버지
Huh? They've had this song since the chase? Whoa! Wow! So this is like, what was that Espy song? This was like that. Whiplash, right? That they had Whiplash for like forever. They had it for ages, and it was like, oh, we have this just in case. Just in case we need to drop a song. Interesting. That makes sense why they smashed this then. I love how this is the only person that it came from. Though. Right? That's interesting that Ian was the person to bring that up. Out of all people. Which I really like. That's cool.
할머니가 저기 앉아있거든요. 루드가 사실 저희가 되게 오래 들었던 노래기도 하고 더 체이스 연습할 때도 거의 같이 들어보고 연습했던 노래였는데 뭔가 이렇게 녹음을 하게
No wonder why they're so comfortable on stage performing this song. That makes a lot of sense why they're so comfortable with it.
되니까 되게 색다른 기분이 들었고 랩 파트나 그런 데에서도 되게 새로운 톤이나 그런 느낌을 내는 거에 대해서 조금 노력을 해봤는데 루드 많이 사랑해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다. 안녕. 안녕하세요. 쉿을 어떻게 할까요? 이렇게 할지 진짜 비밀 얘기하듯이
They're adding their own ideas.
Don't loud야. 저 혹시 소리는 소리 이렇게 할자면 소리 질러 볼까 이렇게 할지 그냥 소리 이렇게 할까요? 네. 그럼 그 더에서도
와우.
약간 더라 할지.
Wow. Okay. Okay. This makes so much sense why this is one of Jill's best verses. Do you agree? She's way more in control of it. And going like, oh, like, can we do this? Can we add this? And it shows on the live performances how comfortable she is performing this song. This makes me I love the small things that we've seen in this. There's so much information in this video. even with like Jun and Ian's part, even though it's very short, I still caught things where I'm like, huh. You know what I mean? Even though there's small parts, there's still stuff to be like, huh, like, okay, that's fascinating. I wish we could get more, but it is what it is, right?
네. The loud야. 저 혹시 소리는 소리 이렇게 할자면 소리 질러 볼까 이렇게 할지 그냥 소리 이렇게 할까요? 네. 그럼 그 더에서도 약간 더 라우드 갈 때 더를 찝을까요? 아니면 그냥 the loud, the loud.
Another thing, do you know what this shows? She wants to improve singing. Or is it singing or it would be both, right? Singing and pronunciation. On like how to make it sound like. Which is interesting. I like that.
자, 네, 퀸의 마인드.
아니 the loud야 소리 질러볼까 야 늘 시간은 so tight
소리 질러 볼까요?
아니 the loud야 소리 질러볼까 야 늘 시간은 so tight 어른이 없는 세상
네. 네. 네, 드라이킹. 네.
아니 the loud야 소리 질러볼까 야 늘 시간은 so tight 어른이 없는 세상 아니 the loud야 소리 질러볼까 야 늘 시간은 so tight 어른이
And it
없는
works.
세상
좋아요.
And it worked. It works.
근데 저도 이게 제일 좋은 것 같아요. 여태까지 하는 방향 중에 감사합니다.
I'm glad she says that. I'm not the only one that
이제
feels
벌써
that.
파트를 맡았잖아요. 느낌을 살리기가 너무 어려운 거예요. 엄청 쿨하고 되게 약간 저한테 드라이 퀸처럼 하라고 하셨거든요. 근데 그게 너무 어려운 거예요. 제가 항상 좀
See,
제
that's
성향이
a great example of what I'm talking about. You don't get taught how to sound like a dry queen when you're doing vocal coaching. You know what I mean? That's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. You get taught that. You either have it or you don't.
노래도 나타나는 게 되게 하나하나 약간 열심히 하려고 하고 그러다 보니까 더 그런 무드 내는 게 너무 어려웠는데 결국에는 딱 제가 내고 싶었던 데모 느낌처럼 나온 것 같아서 너무 감사드리고 결과물은 정말 마음에 듭니다. 근데 그 과정이
She killed
여태까지
it.
했던 녹음 중에 가장 어려웠던 것 같아요. 발성의 문제나 그런 노래의 그런 게 아니라 진짜 뭔가 올리 약간 느낌 99%로 가는 느낌이었어가지고 그런 느낌 내는 거 옛날부터 어려워했는데 되게 좋은 경험이었습니다. 오늘로 인해서 또 이런 느낌도 내볼 수 있게 된 거니까 모두가 잘 나왔으면 좋겠다. 아무튼 오늘 녹음 정말 수고했다. 정말 고생했다 나 자신. 그리고 전 이제 퇴근할 겁니다. 안녕. 안녕하세요. 잘 부탁드립니다. 여기 있어.
다 자연스럽게 알아 give me space 언제나 그래 눈에 띈 my face 다 자연스럽게 알아 give me space 언제나 그래 눈에 띈 my face 자 눈 맞춰볼까 오늘은 찾자 that's my type 자 눈 맞춰볼까 미리 걱정하는 건 오늘은 찾자 that's my type lose
I'm a bit honest. I wish her, Jun, and Jill were allowed to write. Because the way they rap, they sound good rapping. All three of them. They sound very good and they sound very strong rapping. Because their tones are perfect for it. But hold on, bear it back real quick. Alright, well, let's keep it going.
오늘은 찾자 that's my type 자 눈 맞춰볼까 미리
여기는 뭔가 약간 뒤에 비트가 조금 세서 좀 세게 하고 싶은데 너무 센가요?
오늘은 찾자 that's my type 자 눈 맞춰볼까 미리 걱정하는 건
약간 더 간지나게 하고 싶은데 맞죠? 몇 번 더 하면 할 수 있을 것 같아요.
오늘은 찾자 that's my type 자 눈 맞춰볼까 오늘은 찾자 that's my type 자 눈 맞춰볼까 미리 걱정하는 건 버려
They know what they want. Which is, I'm enjoying that from what I've seen so far, Aina and who was I about to say? Jill. They know what they want. Yeah, exactly. Their musical instincts. You can tell Juun is like stuck. Juun and Ian are like stuck because they don't really know what you can tell they don't really know what they want out of the rest of them. But Stella, like all the rest, they know. Stella, Yuha, Jiu, Aina, Carmen, they know what they want. You know, they know exactly what they want. Even Yeon. Even Yeon knows what she wants, which is crazy. Because they're young. They're young, and the fact that they have musical instincts already, you can tell that they're only going to get better. They're only going to get better and better. It's fascinating.
네.
This my type 자눈 맞춰볼까 미리
자, 눈 맞춰볼까? 자, 눈 맞춰볼까? 자, 눈 맞춰볼까? Let's go!
오늘은 찾자 This my type 자눈 맞춰볼까 미리 걱정하는
됐다고요? 오케이, 몇 번만 더 해볼게요.
오늘은 찾자 This my type 자눈 맞춰볼까 미리 걱정하는 건
오, 감사합니다.
네.
녹음 끝. 지금은 노 메이크업 상태라서 에이나는 아니고요. 노유나입니다. 제가 메이크업을 정말 하고 싶었지만 네, 죄송합니다. 네, 얼굴을 못 보여드린다는 점 정말 죄송하고 이렇게 녹음이 끝났다는 게 되게 후련하고 빨리 세상에 나갔으면 좋겠는 마음이 큰데요. 오랫동안 듣던 노래다 보니까 잘하고 싶은 마음도 커서 좀 열심히 준비를 해봤습니다. 네, 일단 녹음 너무 재밌었고 치즈한테 빨리 루드라는 곡을 들려드리고 싶습니다. 루드를 진짜 좋아하거든요. 포커스가 원래 제 최애곡인데 루드가 나가면 루드를 제일 좋아할 것 같기도 해요. 어쨌든 그만큼 제가 가장 애정하는 곡이기 때문에 열심히 녹음했으니까 많이 들어주세요. 지금쯤이면 이제 루드 활동을 하고 있겠지. 지금이 언제냐면요. 2025년 12월에
December. Wow, December 1st. That's crazy. So they recorded this right after Focus. And not that long after Focus came out. That's fascinating. So interesting.
일인데요. 루드가 나갈 때쯤이면 한 2, 3월 정도 되지 않았을까. 네, 감사합니다. 그러면 루드 활동도 만관부, 하츠투하츠 만관부, 감사합니다. 안녕.
That's incredible. This is awesome. I love watching this group do recording behinds, even if it's the smallest things. I enjoy it because they know what they're doing. And that's awesome to watch. It's awesome to watch a group that is confident in the music that they're making. And I love it. I've been saying this. They're living up to SM's. I would say they're strong. They're stronger than a lot of other groups. I don't think we've heard Hearts2Hearts at their strongest vocally yet. I feel like there's way more to come. And what I mean by that is, like obviously that's by age, right? But I mean like right now, their vocal capacity. I don't think we've heard the best of Yuha, Stella, Carmen, and Yeon. Would you agree? Like I feel like they can sing even better than what we've heard. like way better and way stronger, which is so interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see what's next for this group. Yeon. But I'm not gonna lie. Yeon's up there with Carmen to me. Like, Yeon, her voice is fucking crazy. Like, her voice is insane for how young she is. I knew SM chose song that's suitable with Hearts2Hearts image, but damn, they really need to showcase Carmen and Yeon's vocals more. I'm sick of some of the people saying that Hearts2Hearts is the lowest on SM in terms of vocals. I feel like Carmen and Yuha. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. I would add Yuha to that though. Yuha's voice is way stronger than what we've heard, and she proves it in this, specifically in this. They do feel a lot like Girls' Generation. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think what they're trying to do, they're doing it smart. I prefer the way they do it than what Baby Monster did. Because, like, for example, right, I've always said this about Baby Monster. What do you do after doing Sheesh and Drip? What can you do better than that? Do you know who I think this ruined? A perfect example? Blackpink. After they did the As Long As, what's that fucking song? The that song? What do you do after that? Fuck, Girls' Generation is a great example. What do you do after Into the New World? Be honest. Look how different they changed their music after Into the New World. They drastically changed it. They went to more the poppy songs like that because they couldn't do anything after that. Because what do you do after songs like that? Because there's such strong entrances into K-pop. That's why I loved when they did The Chase. Because I was like, good. I'd rather this. And then they surprised us in the future with like crazy high notes and stuff like that. But I do agree, they do need to show off their vocals more. I do agree with that. SM needs to show off their vocals more. They should be allowed to do covers or something like that. I don't know, like, because I want these members to improve. And the only way they can improve is by doing more covers and stuff like that, vocally. I do agree though. I do agree with a lot of Hearts2Hearts fans that they're better than what we've seen. That's a given. But I would rather have them have this than what other groups have where they hit their peak within their first 2 years. And then they don't have anything else to do. And they're stuck there. And I feel like that's the biggest concern. Make a vocal heavy B-side as a teaser and then a belting title song in a year or two. I feel like that's why they released Butterflies. Butterflies really showed how technically they are as singers. Especially their vocal line. That was the whole reason they released Butterflies. Was to show that these girls can actually sing. And you see it when they perform it live. How strong their vocals are. But I know what you mean. It isn't that belting song. It's more of that softer. It reminds me of kind of like, honestly, in a few years, I can see Hearts2Hearts having a welcome to my world moment, which they need, but not right now. They can have that later. They don't need it. I feel like a lot of people are very impatient instead of just being slow and waiting. Like, I like what we're getting so far. It's enough for me, and that's all I need. Like, I feel like this is and as well, this is only their first year. Like, calm down. We have time. We have time. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's next for this group. Seriously. But yeah, if you like this, give this a thumbs up. None of that. Comment if you want to see more. Subscribe and remember, keep living a crazy life and stay blessed. Peace. Laters. Peace.